This with negativity, we want to try and see, for especially Be My XE36, which is LFO No Name, the deal with that shield pushing in towards site later on in the round. I think the first couple of rounds are going to really determine the confidence levels for Be My Enemy as Mugi shuts down JV63. Push in from Akuzu's lovely over towards top library stairs. Goppy towards Ego, droned out. Koromomo's under the pump. He can feel it, but he gets himself into a good spot to deny Mugi on the entry back in through big window. 30 seconds, still got that nitro, so if they do get to the half wall, he is in a position treading water, but they're actually staying afloat. Yoshiko, nice position in bar as well to be able to watch that hatch. Momo goes down to Akuzu. Nitrocell does connect, so the trade is instant. Yoshiko wanting to try and get this Nitrocell up through the hatch, but they're at the point now where LFO No Name aren't just going to be sitting around. They're going to be now going for this push. What a... Oh, hang on, what? How does Akuzu win that battle? 1 HP. And suddenly LFO No Name with the extra player advantage heading into the last 20 seconds. Over in bar stock is Goppy, doesn't have a whole lot to really help out. Yoshiko's got to be the one over towards bar to try and deter them from pushing in, but he just gets swarmed in from behind. JV6 this round too with the Ying Finker. A lot of this lineup does indicate quick hit on the top floor. Candela's already thrown in from Yu. Oh, Akuzu just gets caught though. Well, Maui does get the immediate trade, so at least they're all on the same page. They're all in sync in terms of what they... Lovely little double pinch here. They put repel pressure on the windows upstairs. They also then sent 2 into dining. They take dining. They get plant down, and they've still got outside pressure to deny this plant. This is a wonderful set play from LFO No Name, and Be My Enemy don't know how to react to it.
It looks like, again, the Blackbeard is going to be the one to close out the round.
That is some good siege.
That was... Be My Enemy now with an opportunity to ban out. I was thinking maybe the Blackbeard. If he doesn't deal with this utility, JV, he's doing a good job so far. But there we go. Rotero sneaks through. JV63 forced out into the line of sight of Mugi. That's a great clear from LFO. Backed up with a second kill from Mao, and it's a 5 versus 3.
Yeah, and this is where you've got to get the response, and they do. Goppy gets rid of Mao early picks, so you're not constantly down in a disadvantaged position. So much harder for the lesser experienced team to claw these sort of rounds back. It was flipped the other way and you had an experienced team. Yeah, they can do it. No, that's not going to help. Marimo not only dies to Akuzu, but he took Goppy with him, and this round's done. 4-0 will be on the cards. Nitrocell from Koromomo does get some damage in.
Yeah, it's just been super efficient. And it's not just the shields and what they're doing in isolation, but more so how the rest of the team's then playing around that pressure. Speaking of, it's now the opening kill to LFO. Goppy to fall this time out, 1-5, and Akuzu able to double down. Don't blame JV63 there all too much. He's trying to fight back, even out the man count. It's not the worst fight you can take, but it was risky. And it now puts so much more pressure on this defense, who aren't backing down. They're continuing to re-peak, but LFO...
Otherwise, you're just going to get absolutely swarmed on site. You can't play bar games in a 5v2 or a 4v2 and expect to win it. It's going to be very difficult. You're just going to get completely outnumbered, a lot of close angles. Unfortunately, they're going to be 5-0 down. And as this match has progressed in the first half, it's gotten probably worse and worse for Be My Enemy, but it's gotten better and better for LFO. Bring a little bit more of that aggression defensively. Yeah, so there you go. You've lost Goppy. Good catch. There's the sweep. That's literally, yeah, there's the repeat. And it happens every single time. It's like they wait for someone to die.
JV really the last hope here for the defense in being able to maybe execute some kind of flank. The anchor falls with another aggressive peak. LFO No Name on the verge of a perfect half.
And deservedly so. Yeah, they've been really clinical, putting the foot down, giving no real opportunities to Be My Enemy. Sometimes you see in these kind of... Oh, nice shot from Aramon to Maui. He's going to give himself every opportunity now in the 1v3. If the plant is going to go down, he'll
deny.
Try. I don't think so. He's not getting down fireplace stairs. Oh, he does hit the headshot into Yu. Tell you what, Marimo's done very well. Head jab just halts him momentarily. Peek over from the blue hallway. And then, yeah, done. 6-0 up on the first map of this series. Be My Enemy.
For Be My Enemy, it may well be the same. When is
from LFO No Name? They beat Vite 7-1, 7-2 in the Challenger Series, who then went on and beat Be My Enemy. Akuzu, well, the patience pays off. Goppy's dead. No more. Oh, well, if he had to just been a little bit more patient, maybe you could have got the opportunity to get that kill. JV63. It's actually Jidham that finds a kill. That's a lovely entry vault kill from JV63, but he's by himself now. And it's 7-0 territory. I mean, this has been an absolute devilish job on Chalet from LFO No Name. JV63 will get himself his 4th kill, pushes forward with the pistol. Mugi shuts him down. It is a clean sweep. On the O's broadcast pertaining to back-to-back 7-0 case, Be My Enemy have had beatdowns they had on the first map.
60 seconds, 5 versus 5, but as I say that, Jin aggressive through dirt. Goyo in the smoke, who has 3 gas babes available. I don't fancy the chances of the attack. It feels like they're just walking into a kill box at this point. 30 seconds, and there's not really many options unless the Demos can activate. Maybe JV can hit the backstab through dirt.
And it goes back to what I was saying on Chalet, though. The shield play from LFO No Name was just so good, so clinical. And Goppy's got to be the one that's either first death or helping out the attackers get in towards the site. You can't be losing Koromomo Marimo first. A nice little clear over towards blue from Yoshiko. Goppy does go down eventually. Yoshiko almost got a second one here as well. The shield, just the nuisance. Doesn't connect.
Well, Goppy's in the front line this time around. It's a better job on the clear.
How?
And he got caught.
How did that just happen?
Whoa.
Like, we didn't actually get to see the monitor line. Be My Enemy. These are your opportunities that will make a big difference as Goppy just gets destroyed by a wonderful Nitrocell lineup from Akuzu. And then Marimo hits a wonderfully tight angle shot in response. Get that door control, cut off a bit of that top red stairs position. It's certainly going to help the attack. And I say that, and he's dead. Maybe overpeaked it. And yeah, just all the trades going the way of LFO No Name. 2v3, JV63, Marimo. Marimo's hitting some good shots. He's got 3. He's on for the 8s. Winnable round. Probably their most winnable round that they've had. They are on cam, by the way. There's an Evil Eye from Maui. Marimo's gone for the push over from red. JV63 gets rid of Mugi. We might be on. Jinem is below. And this plant should be successful from Marimo. Jinem not even close to stopping it. And Be My Enemy now on the verge of getting their first round in this entire series. And they do not want to fumble this one. Jinem.
Info gathering tools still available to the defense late round. This lineup is suggesting that we see something fairly aggressive and a snowball stack perhaps, and it's straight into the defense, but they win the first fight. Trade attempt comes through.
Well, they got sight.
Unimpactful. And there we go, the route 1 towards sight working out, and it's absolutely working out at the moment.
I mean, this is a throw from LFO No Name, and this round's done, but they tried to be too cheeky. They had 2 top floor. They were trying to play red stairs, garage, etc. They were spreading the map. Credit to Be My Enemy. They see that, and they know they can go fast towards the site and overwhelm. It is a really, really good
clash and the smoke. He does not win this. He does not win this unless the Yin gets really good value from that util. This is
well, then Yoshiko's really got to rotate out. They've got to make a decision. They're just kind of sitting around, not sure what to do. Yeah, they completely fumbled this one. Fair play to LFO No Name. They stepped back up again defensively in this round. They brought it back to far better siege fundamentals. But in that moment, when that first gas babe, well, I guess technically the second gas babe is under the hatch over towards logistics, you've got to...
Or Mugi, rather, who is the one inside of bar. It would seem so. Nice shot. That's a good cap.
No, Goppy, by the way.
The pressure elsewhere. Well, that seems to be the case with Mugi falling cash. Nice angle found. They've equalized the man count, but structurally still... What's that next step? They're testing out a couple of options at the moment.
Well, by getting rid of the water, and they can play more into these smokes and flashes. There goes Jidham. JV63 finding a pick. Suddenly they got the numbers advantage, but only 30 seconds left on the clock. Mao is going to tuck himself into sight. CCTV. Does get pinged out. We saw a similar play back on Solar in Chalet. It's happened again. Just not aware of the surroundings. The vault in, looking forward. Angle opened up on the left side as we come. A response though from LFO No Name after a short reprieve where Be My Enemy got back to work and closed out the half 4-2. The band.
One of their biggest vices on Chalet was playing so passive at the start, allowing that first pick against them, and then they would enter aggression mode when it was too late. Although LFO have responded by taking the pocket of space over to blue towards blue in the meantime, so they've responded really well on attack, given themselves room. The snake can feed information now to the rest of the attack, and I actually really like this pivot. As long as they can get diffuser now towards site, they're in such a strong spot.
Oh, a shot from Yoshiko. Very good headshot. But Mao responds with the kill on to Kuromomo. Yoshiko's going to hold the angle here inside of Church. One player advantage now for LFO No Name. Add in the fact they've got the Blackbeard. He's putting the plant down. That's Jinam in Arsenal. Over towards blue. Mao. Jinam did get denied the ability to get that plant. Doesn't lose his life. Good headshot reaction from Mao was exquisite. Jinam got off plant. Got the last 40 seconds left in the round. This is where I'd want the Kali to be out on that balcony looking in towards Jim and bedroom. May not matter. Mao has just gone and found 2 quick kills anyway. He's in sight. He's just walked into sight, got 3 kills. The round is done. It's as simple as that. And then the roaming Kali does find a kill. It's flawless. It
could be a potential Capitao utility to follow.
It's 2 down below. I mean, you got Goffy in lobby. Yeah, and JB63 was just sitting stock, but it's meant the site is vulnerable. The plan's about to go down. It's confirmed. They've just completely given up plan. Even though it's a 4v5, they get the opening kill, and it was a decent little lurk over towards stock. You've now got to play retake, and you've got to clear outside. JB63, though, gets through to Bakuzu. Well, the 2 heavy hitters for LFO No Name have been eliminated. A big round from JB63. There's a run out. That's a good shot from Mugi to control that recall from that distance on the upside down rappel. Flames out. And then he just goes for the swing. Felt like I think the pressure got to him. Jinam on the Monty. We got a big Monty play. Well, there's the headshot onto Kuromomo. No one on the kit just yet. Guard break. Turnaround. Lovely play from Jinam. But he gets double swiped. Good pinch. And Be My Enemy survive a little bit longer.
Oh, close. Only about 3 seconds in it. But they're... Well, 60 seconds to go on the clock. Yu takes a massive chunk of damage. He falls, so the Capitao off the board. That will significantly hamper the amount of utility remaining for this attack. And I don't know if a Mugi stack blue here is going to be the play. Might not be many options left, though. Scopos inside of stock. Okay, that's an okay clear for 40 seconds.
If they lost to Kuzu at the same time, this is very, very winnable. Oh, Kuromomo not aware of the oil pit drop, though. Tried to stay tucked in on the blue side to maybe catch someone off guard, pushing down from Secret. Marimo, good trade onto Mugi, shuts down the Blackbeard. Jinam's still up, and he's the only one still up as Goppy has gotten another kill. Be My Enemy get another round. And a little come on from Goppy.
The go switch from LFO. I'll just have to wait out a little bit more utility before they're able to spearhead here through Jacuzzi. There's the first pick, though. It's Jacuzzi below. That's the Solace below. Dealt with it. Frees up main stairs. That's dangerous for the defense.
Yeah, you got main stairs, Jacuzzi, plus balcony where the Kindles can get thrown in from you, along with the smokes.
Now. Oh,
yeah, they got everything. They've got to hit this shot, and that's the moment. And he does get the kill for JV63. Can't turn around, get the second onto Jinam. Good entry from the Blackbeard. And this might be the end of Be My Enemy. Mugi thinking about the plant, got off it temporarily. Kuromomo by himself. Well, they fought back. They've saved face. Their first experience in Pro League coming from Challenger Series for Be My Enemy. As the plant goes down in a 1v3 for Kuromomo, he is trapped in the corner and it all comes to an end. They certainly would have taken a lot of learnings from their first foray in Kickoff, but it does come to an end at the hands of LFO No Name.
Yeah, good win overall, and I think what has developed into a pretty good warm-up for their eventual match against SCARZ later tonight. And so an opportunity for them to kind of put their feet up, relax, maybe do a bit of a review and a discussion for that match coming forward. But they got the job done, and it was done in a